another tough loss. I was encouraged by our effort this game. I was really excited about the way I got him the sideline. But what we got to learn to do is translate those efforts and the way we were on the sideline to the football field, and that's something we didn't do. I love this football team. I love our guys. They're trying to do the things we're asking them to do. We as coaches got to make sure we put them in a position to make those plays that they're capable of making. And like I said before, our guys know how to play football. We got to teach them how to win again, and we do that by not having those silly penalties and turnovers. You can't have those things. Those things makes you lose, and we got to find a way to keep our guys from turning the ball over and having those penalties.
Questions?
Well,
NC State scored on 9 of their first 10 possessions in the game. Just what was going on with your defense today?
Well, we didn't get off the field on third down. Some of it had to do with penalties, and then just some of the explosive plays. That's 2 weeks in a row where we've given up some explosive plays, and I know a lot had to do with penalties in this game.
It seems like the last couple of weeks, the other teams have matched up your safeties and man covers, and they've had a hard time. Is there anything you guys can do schematically to help them out, or is that just what it is?
You said they had a hard time. A hard time what?
Your safeties and man coverage have given up a lot of scores the last couple of weeks.
Well, we just got to play better defense. They're right there. They got to make a play on the ball. You know, it's not like they're out of position or anything. They're there, and guys making a play, and we didn't make a play. You know, so we got to do a better job of playing the ball when we're in those positions, or help them out if they can't do it.
James threw for over 400 yards. DJ and Tamori both had over 100 yards receiving, but only 21 points. Are you encouraged by the way the offense looked at times? Obviously not enough, but.
Yeah, we had 28 points, and I was encouraged by the way we threw the ball, the way James threw the ball. I thought he did a great job. Terry had a great game catching the ball. DJ did a good job. I thought James spread the ball around a little bit too. You know, we got behind early in the game, and again, that's something we got to be better at. We got to learn to start faster, so we're not playing from behind.
Is it hard to feel positive about the offense after the eventual outcome of the game?
Well, it's hard, yeah, right after the game when you lose, it's hard to feel that way, but I'm sure we watch the film, we'll see some things that was positive that we can build off of, and we're also going to see some things that was just flat out bad that we got to eliminate.
Were you calling plays this week, or was there a change in that regard on offense?
Say that again?
Were you calling plays this week? Or was
I wasn't. Coach Bell was calling plays this week.
Obviously, film will kind of show more. How do you kind of evaluate in the moment what you thought of his play calling?
Well, in the moment, I thought he did a good job. You know, for the most part. Again, we got to execute. We got to put our guys in position to execute. But for the most part, I thought he did a good job. Just from, again, now without watching the film or anything, I'm sorry.
What brought about the decision to give Walt the keys? And
I think you always evaluate your program, and I think with our football team where we're at right now, we have a fragile football team that's been through a lot over this last 2 years, and I think our entire football team need me in other areas than where I was, and so I'll make sure I'm giving all my time and effort to our entire football team and coaches to make sure that we get everything right.
When you're evaluating guys, how much is a guy like Tamori and Terry kind of what you're looking for from other guys?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
When you're evaluating your players, how much is Tamori and Terry a guy that you want to see emulated from a bunch of guys on the roster?
I wish everybody played like him. I mean, wish our O-line, our quarterback, our receivers, linebacker, I wish everybody played like the kid. I mean, he made plays out there for us, and that was the good to see out of him today, making those plays. And we know that he's capable of doing that week in and week out, you know. And when we have time to throw the ball and quarterback throw accurate ball, get it in his area, he does a great job of going to get the ball. He's a big time player for us, and he's gonna have a great career here.
Coach, was the decision to start James, was it based off of DeAndre's health at all, or was it performance?
Yeah, it was his health. He was beat up after the last game and ribs and stuff, so he wasn't ready to go.
Did James do something today where even if DeAndre's healthy this week, it might be an interesting decision to kind of have to think about?
We'll talk about that later on in the week. I mean, just after this game, we'll reevaluate those things later on.
Coach, you had over 100 yards in penalties again. Why do you think your team is still playing so undisciplined this late in the year?
Well, I think the things that we got to continue to work on is those pre-snap penalties that we're having. Those things are killing us. You know, we got to continue to work on those things daily and practice, and then look at why we're doing some of the things that we're doing, and and correct them, see if there's someone that constantly doing it. If that's the person, then make sure he's not in there. But look at what we're doing and why we're doing it, so we can fix those things. Again, we're making improvements. These last 2 games have been really bad when it comes to penalties, and we got to be better. That's what I said before about playing winning football, especially when it comes to the pre-snap penalties and those alignments and the selfish penalties. Just can't have it.
Coach, coming out of the first half when you guys went for it there on 4th and 1, in that situation, like you said, Walt Bell was calling plays, but are you able to check that in that situation? Maybe you didn't want to go for it.
I said we're gonna go for it. I want us to go for it. We hadn't done much up to that point. It come out of halftime. So if we can get that first down and get a little spark for our offense, get us 1 yard, and we didn't get it.
Cole Minshew appeared to get banged up. Is any idea on what the injury is at this point?
No, it's something with his neck. They're evaluating. I don't have the full report on it, but I know it's something with his neck. He got a stinger there early in the game.
Did you think about it? You had a 4th and 1 right after that, after you'd gone for it and didn't get it. Did you think about going for it then too?
On the punt, it did.
Not even after, because you had to call a timeout. Well, by the way, what happened there when you had to call a timeout because you had 10 guys on the field?
Which one?
The punt, called
Yes,
a timeout?
on the punt, yes.
Is that, 9 games in, is that obviously pretty frustrating for a head coach?
Very, very, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating.
Coach, how many more buttons can you push with a team that's fragile after these sort of games and talk to them and try to keep them engaged? Is this a unique situation that you've been in your career?
I've been in this a couple of times, taking over programs. We got to stay the course, and we got to continue to teach them and stay the course and discipline and make sure we're holding guys accountable. Like I said before, I love our team. Our guys are still working. They're still doing the things that we're asking them to do. They come to practice every single week and with the right mentality, right attitude. We got to keep working and then come out and do it on the field. We got to execute at a high level on the football field, and that's something we're not doing, and we're not doing it consistently enough. And we got to do that. We got to look at ourselves as coaches and make sure that we're putting our players in the right position to make plays. Period.
No, was it part of the game plan to go to Terry more today and take more shots, or is that just something naturally that James would look to do?
Well, I just think as the game got going, he was hot hand, and he was running past the guy and was like, keep going at him. It wasn't necessarily going in saying just throw the ball to Terry, but he was open, and James was throwing to a guy that was hot.
For James, what does it say for him to lose a job earlier this year, but to keep preparing and be ready to play the way that he did today?
Well, James, the ultimate teammate. He's everything you want in a student athlete and as a teammate. Again, he didn't start this year, and you couldn't told that he wasn't a starter. You couldn't tell that he was a starter. Wasn't a starter on the sidelines. The way he was with his teammates, always encouraging. I don't care what the score was. He was always encouraging, always keeping everybody uplifted, and that's what you want as a teammate. And he's that way all the time. That's not a facade or anything. That's just who he is. And I knew if he played today, his teammates were going to play for him.
When you talked about how the team was on the sideline, what were you describing? Just how engaged they were, or what?
Well, just how they stayed together. How they stayed together and was encouraging each other. That's something we didn't get last week, and was something we didn't get early in the year. And I was really excited about how they stuck together. That's something we didn't have, and something we needed to do as a team. We got to continue to do that. That's the only way we're gonna have a chance when we do get behind in these games. Is we can't fall into things getting bad and then we just, oh well. We just got to look at it and keep fighting. I thought our guys kept fighting tonight.
Got time for a couple more, Wayne?
Coach, with these 2 tough losses behind you and a very respectable opponent coming up in Notre Dame this week, what would you say the current identity of your football team is?
The current identity, still trying to find ourselves as a football team, at least on the offense side of the ball, what we're trying to do. But yeah, 3 ball games, you got a tough Notre Dame team that we got to go play, and we got to get ready to play. We got 3 games left, and got to make some improvements and take it 1 game at a time and see if we can get a win. I will say, and I was shocked because our guys had been really good after a loss this year. It's the first time where, again, after a loss where we didn't bounce back. And so we got to find a way to get a win on the road against a tough opponent in a hostile environment. And I think if we do the things that it takes to win, if we don't turn the ball over, we don't have those penalties, we give ourselves a chance in these ball games.
No Levante tonight. How do you think that kind of affected things? And I mean, how hopeful are you that it's a short-term absence for him?
I don't think that played a big part of why we played the way we did on defense, you know, and hopefully we can get them back. We'd like to have all of our guys when we're playing, and we're playing a really good football team, you know, so hopefully we can get them back by next week and be ready to play. But I don't think his absence necessarily affected what we did defensively.
Last one, Wayne.
I'm sorry.
Coach, how did the team receive the message? You guys, you know, you lost to Clemson by 49, and you lost tonight in big fashion. Just how did the team respond, you know, to your message in the locker room at the end of this game?
Like they always do. They listen. Everybody was alert. I'm always paying attention, make sure guys are looking at me and taking it in, and they were always looking at me and taking it in. And again, we got some good kids on this football team, and they want to win. They're not trying to lose or anything. They want to do those things, but we got to do the winning thing that it takes. Again, I know they'll come back ready tomorrow and ready to practice and get right. And again, we got to make sure as coaches we put our guys in the best position to make plays.
All right. Thank you, Coach.